Okay. We usually do this thing when we do these interviews where we kind of do like a roll call where I'll, name out a couple people and you just tell me if you have any stories or opinions on those people. Are you cool to do that?
Yeah.
Okay. So the first person we'll start off with is Baby. Do you have any memorable stories with him?
So Birdman is funny, right? So we go. Birdman takes me to the MTV Awards. I had been to the BET Awards a few times, but he takes me to the MTV Awards. And the MTV Awards is super prestigious, I guess. It's like, more motherfuckers showing up. The BET Awards is like being in the hood. Forgive me for saying that. Shout out to BET. I love y'all. But that shit like being in the hood. And I'm great there. I'm on the block. You feel me? It's Gucci. I work. MTV is like Tom Cruise is walking through this motherfucker. So it's different. I mean, you can just see the security is different. The mentality is different. The outfits is different. So we go, right? I think I'm wearing a Dickie suit too. That's the funny part. It's one of the only times I ever wore a Dickie suit to some like industry shit. And I'm with Birdman, right? We chopping it up. And I'm on him. I'm like, yeah, feel me, blah, blah. So we laughing. He telling me some shit. I'm hearing this game. And I see Erykah Badu. Man, and when I tell you Erykah Badu was thick as fuck, respect to Doc, DLC, and Andre, but man, Erykah Badu, the thickest motherfucker in the world. This before the video came out where the ass was out and all that. You niggas didn't really know Erykah Badu was this thick. Motherfucker seeing her, she thick. I'm like, damn, this motherfucker thick. So I'm like, shit, I'm finna bust her. I'm finna get her. Feel me? Like, I'm me. Like, Doc had her, Andre had her. So I for sure could have her. Like, you know what I mean? This crip. So I'm get up. I'm telling Birdman. I'm like, man, look how thick Erykah Badu. He's like, yeah, she thick. She cold. I'm like, yeah, I'm finna go get her. So I start to get up. That nigga grabbed my shoulder. He like, hey, man, don't do that. I'm like, why not? You don't think I could have her, nigga? You sound crazy. I could get her. I got up. He was like, nah. He grabbed me again. He's like, man, she like a witch or something, man. Feel me? She on some shit. And I remember looking like, man, you tripping, nigga. I'm laughing. You crazy. I looked in his face, and it did not look like it was no joke. It looked like he was serious. Like, she had some powers. And I remember just calming down, like, you know what? Let me listen to this. He's from New Orleans, Louisiana, so, they know about all that shit. So I was like, yeah, I'm going to just go on to chill out. But yeah, that shit was funny. I'll never forget. That was like, he stopped me that day.
Okay. I know you talked a little bit about him earlier, but any stories or insights about Suge?
So when I put out Certified is like my first, big record. Charted 57 on the charts. Huge record, man. Huge record. Shout out to Kanye West Good Life, because that's an important reason why Certified was a smash. And shout out to Akon too, but the BPMs match, right? So Certified's blowing up. And there's a line in the song where I scream, laughing at these rap niggas running from Suge, right? So I was starting to hear people saying Suge had heard it. And he was starting to ask certain homies. He asked my nigga Mikey Rue from the mob that's locked up. Shout out to my nigga Mikey Rue, free Mike. But Mike is a nigga I really go back with. And Mike said he asked him, and Mike told him, like, yeah, Glass is a real little 7th Street Crip nigga. This nigga is really a little gangbanger. Like, this, we from the same era. So I laughed when he told me, like, yeah, nigga, like, people said Pop Suge was asking about it. So I'm laughing or whatever. So I'm at the Key Club. I'm opening up for Tip, for T.I. And I remember that was the first time I performed it. Excuse me, not the Key Club, the House of Blues. That was the first time I performed Certified at the House of Blues. So I remember just rocking, right? I'm rocking the whole crowd. Feel me? You could just tell they were so happy to have one of their own. I'm serving, and I get to that line, feel me? And I see Suge at the top. And I get right to the line, laughing at you rap niggas running from Suge. And Suge put his hands up, and I just screamed it at him. I just dropped the mic, laughing at you rap niggas running from Suge. And that nigga put his hands up. And then, so I laughed and shit. We finished the show. We finished the whole set. And right behind stage, he came back there. He was like, what's up, Glasses? What's up, little G? Blah, blah. And, the LA nigga in me sizes him up. We about the same size. You know what I'm saying? But it was an honor, you feel me? And he showed me so much love, you know what I mean, that day. And it's always been love. But I remember that too, because he thought in his mind it was for 2 seconds that I wasn't finna say this line. And I put that motherfucking mic down and yelled in my real grown man voice, nigga. The whole crowd, I didn't need no mic. Feel me? And I remember him looking like, this little nigga is wild. But yeah, I remember that with Suge. That was dope. That was one of the dope moments too.
Okay. Any memorable stories about Snoop?
Let me tell you, dog. So we got the New West movement booming. We flying off the shit. We rolling. Everything popping. Everybody getting deals. We starting to make our move. Niggas is mad. So I knew Snoop knew one of my older homies. My older homie named Pluck. He pretty much, is one of the most important reasons that I'm the gangster I am, is he taught me how to survive in the streets on this man shit at another level. And he was friends with Snoop. Like his kid played, Pop Warner football. So he would always see Dog. You know what I mean? So he had a relationship with Dog. And it got to the point to where I didn't even want to talk to Snoop and them no more. I'm like, you know what? Fuck with them. It already broke my heart that all these niggas who music I supported my whole life was just, they wouldn't even give you advice. They wouldn't even acknowledge your presence, your existence. So, we started this movement to be on our own. Long story short, I never talked to Snoop. And by the time, it hurt my feelings initially because it's Snoop Dogg. I bought all 27 of your albums, nigga. And, nigga, whatever you came out with. But by the time they wanted to start talking to us, I was done. I'm like, man, I never talked to them niggas. I never talked to them niggas ever in life. I'm at a video shoot for Akon, Drama. It's Drama song with Akon and Drama, Snoop, and somebody else. And I'm in Hollywood. I had just had surgery on my leg, so I'm on crutches. I got a big gun, John, a real big one too, because I'm like, I'm not thinking nothing wrong, but this is just how my mind was at that time. And Snoop was at the video shoot. And I know he saw me. This is one of the few times I didn't even care if he saw me. I just crutched my way through the video shoot. Niggas see me. He like, gee, I didn't say nothing to cuz. Fuck y'all. I don't like y'all no more now. You know what I mean? Now I'm my own man. Y'all didn't want to help me, so fine. So we on crutches. I'm with one homie. My boy Mexican Mo. My boy Division Mo. Feel me? That's my boy. And I'm on crutches. So he starts sending niggas to talk to me. He wanted to talk to me. I'm not talking to this nigga. I don't care what he say. Fuck that, nigga. I don't care you Snoop Dogg no more. Now, nigga, I don't care. So I'm on crutches. So he sent one nigga. Man, G Snoop one time, man, I'm not talking to Dog. Fuck that. Send another nigga, man, I'm not talking to Dog. Fuck that. I ain't talking to Dog. I don't fuck what nobody say. He sent the homie from Hat Gang, Twine, feel me? The Deacon. Man, G, man, Dog want to talk to you, man. He want to politic with you. Nah, I'm not fucking with him. What you mean you not fucking with him? Nigga, I'm not fucking with him. Nigga, when I want to talk, niggas didn't want to talk, so I'm not talking to niggas now. Right? So I'm like, yeah, I don't give a fuck who he called. Jesus will come down this motherfucker. I'm not talking to Snoop. Nigga, I'm not talking to him ever. Nigga hurt my feelings. Nigga, I'm not talking to cuz. I'm disappointed in the legends. I'm not talking to him. This nigga gets my big homie on the phone. The nigga who raises me. So, this is the power of Dog, the wisdom and the prowess of him as a mental machine. He gets a nigga to get my OG homie on the phone. So now it stopped being dads, bodyguards, niggas that's in the industry. It started being real niggas who matter in my life. He's like, G, what you doing? I'm like, chilling. He like, where you at? I'm like, I'm in the hood. He like, you lying, you not in the hood. I said, man, I'm in the hood, cuz what's happening? He like, man, you at that video shoot. I'm like, yeah, so what, nigga? Like, what do you mean? I don't care about the video shoot. What the fuck that mean? I'm finna go to the hood. He like, hey, Snoop trying to talk to you? I look at my phone like, what the fuck is this? This is my homeboy. They're my OG homie, nigga, like, taught me everything I know, feel me? I'm like, yeah. He like, the nigga trying to talk to you. I'm like, yeah. He's like, why don't you go talk to him? I'm not fucking with cuz. I'm not fucking with him. He like, man, go talk to the nigga, man. Go hear him out. I said, nah, the nigga, I would have heard the nigga out 1,000 times. My OG homie started pressing me. Oh, man, G, I'm asking you to do something. You're not doing it for me. I'm like, this nigga not for nothing. He like, man, go talk to the nigga. The nigga threatened to get me DP'd if I didn't talk to Snoop. And I just thought to myself, like, how this nigga got some power to where he gonna call a nigga from my hood and get me threatened on a DP? I'm listening to Pluck like, man, you sound crazy. He like, cuz I'm asking you to do something. Why gotta ask you 1,000 times? So I go in the trailer and I talk to Snoop, and fuck the conversation, right? That's not even important. The fact that this motherfucker was able to get to my older homie to press me to talk to him. That shit crazy. I remember thinking to myself, like, this motherfucker here, man. And that's my Snoop story. That nigga, man, he's some shit, man. That nigga really like a Crip and Mickey Mouse. Like, he just this famous entity that's a Crip, and people like love him. Like, how you get my own homie to press me? That's crazy.